Why didn't you go for the peak? Oh, that's why.
Because
yeah,
Boomich
I guess
wants
that's
to.
why.
Oh, the layer in here as well. 4 bananas, crazy, but Icy keeps up the damage. That molly looks to separate, but there's 3 players in sandbags. Can he deal with all of them? Axel goes wide, up and over goes Boomich. 2 more kills added to his tally, and Queenix looks on in second mid thinking, well, what's happened here then? Inters will get cleared. Bomb very much in possession of CLOUD9. It's have to be a immaculate clutch, and Ice is already considering the flank.
If I'm Gaimin Gladiators there, I'm like, sorry, what? 3 sandbags. I think it was interesting that the first, I think that was very good macro there as well. I guess micro is that it was Axel, right? That just swung out from sandbags
Yes.
and almost like gave up his life for the cause. And it just baited in the 2 players that were sandbags perfectly. And as soon as that Molotov fades, Icy can fight again. But, well, Icy wasn't even needed because Boomich just snipes all of them down. And yeah, as mentioned, Queenix last alive. He was spotted towards top middle. And once again, he's going to be respotted towards bottom banana. CLOUD9, as soon as they hear any information, they are going to swing. And Heavy God barely even gives him a millisecond to react. They're not going to have a full investment. That bomb down will give them something. And oh my god, Boomich has just been dinked instantly. And now Gaimin Gladiators speeding up towards the B bomb site. It's a bit messy, but there is nice utility being dropped down from CLOUD9. Both players playing from the back of the bomb site. There is a player that's walked through the smoke, and niko actually will be catching them off guard as they're rotating in. Alongside that, both players have died on the back of the side. Axel is very quick though, and Icy's taking a lot of that contact, baiting in his teammate perfectly. That's already 1 kill. A nice nade. Oh no, not placed on the second. Molotov.
No way.
Oh my god, Axel. This is so messy. How is Roy still alive? He should be dead, and that's now gonna be probably the round-winning kill. Icy has a kit. He has an MP9, knows where the final player is, USP out, can't connect the headshot, and Roy, I think he's got more attention on B, trying to fight. When you see that progression smoke and your Molo gets, when your Molo can't land, you kind of almost have to respect that play. And well, Gaimin Gladiators, they finally, for the first time in this game, actually have taken an inch. Can they now take a mile off it? It's an opening kill in the second round. They win this. CLOUD9's economy reset. And this is the first time then Gaimin Gladiators will actually have some success in this whole map. Maybe very short-lived. Very short-lived.
Still got everyone here as well. You haven't got, like, even Axel's info. But you've seen Boomich, which makes me think the Gaimin Gladiators initially wanted to reset, but they forced to rotate. You still got Axel on the cold 0 box. You've got Heavy Gold watching for the cross. The only gap right now is Queenix over at balcony, but Axel's still tucked in. Roy now clears it. The Eagle rings out, still trying to bait in Axel further. Roy needs to clear this, and Axel gives him a little bit of the shoulder. The jiggle prevails. Icy deals with karrigan. And for a round that were
very beneficial in favor of, I think it was niko who was scaling up, but Heavy God, after being dinked, and both him and Boomich actually capitulating on the B bomb site last time they came towards them. This time, he just gets 2 kills straight through the smoke, and one of them was on the hero AK, so Roy's actually now picked up the AK, but he has no armor.
Yeah, this is tough. Another incendiary goes shallow and deep as well. That's going to force him into the open. Yeah, Roy can't do anything about that. No armor makes things difficult, and although Queenix finds 1 on the P250, it will be Heavy God to get another frag. Nodios 1v4. It was a little bit unlikely.
He's picked up the 8k, but should be very, very, very short-lived success.
Let's see how it pans out. I mean, Icy's going to be on the angle again. Takes a shot. Isn't able to connect it, but it's still further info. And now Axel's reclaiming banana. Heavy God will confirm that.
As soon as that happens, it all falls down. This is a change up in how the B defense is set up as well. As soon as boomich takes contact or hears utility, flashbangs will come in, but niko does too crispy with it, and now Heavy God left by himself on the back of this bomb site. Utility's not been the best friend for Cloud9 this game so far. That's a missed flashbang from Heavy God, and he never gets down his Molotov or grenade. So with the B bomb site, in both rounds that Gaimin Gladiators have won, because of boomich actually probably being the first player to die, Heavy God's been left by himself, and Gaimin Gladiators maybe have found the weakness, the chink in the armor.
Yeah, they've really been prioritizing this banana control quite a lot, and I feel like they can get the best of both boomich and Heavy God. niko is relentless in his pursuit. You should start to see some change up from Cloud9 now, whether that's a third player coming over to B or fighting into second mids, getting that information, being a little bit more proactive here. That needs to be the change of guard here for Cloud9, because it's very...
boomich dying that early. That's the one issue with it. Nice progression smoke from Gaimin Gladiators. They've been utilizing this really well and to scale up. This time, however, it's the exact same play that niko tries to instill, and boomich reads into it. Unfortunately for him, though, karrigan trades instantly through the smoke. Still, though, with two players towards the B bomb side, Intus is going to try now and set Heavy God up for success.
I think two players are here because of just the timing of that utility. Flash, instant smoke. I think you're aware that a second player is probably here at banana. They're still going to commit into it anyway. With the amount of time that's now passed and that smoke's elapsed, you have to sort of come to the conclusion that there will be a rotate over here. Roy just trying to sell the idea that they want top brackets control. It's only Icy and Axel at the moment, but they're now interested, and they're going to probably remain over at A for a period of time. So, in essence, it's going to be a 4-on-2 on banana.
Look at Axel potentially making progress up short. If he actually does take this space, it's going to allow for Icy to rotate over. But in the meantime, great smoke from Inters. Dropped at around 30 seconds. If I'm Gaimin Gladiators, I think you have to go for it. That Molotov plunked down a little bit too early. Grenade, though, great damage. No util left now for the CT side. Holding the crossfire. 15 seconds left. Rotations, they're not coming in. It all comes down to Heavy God from Dark. Oh no, that should have been 2 kills. karrigan finds the head with 2 HP remaining. And now it falls down to Icy and Axel. There is a kit. There are 2 Molotovs, 2 flashbangs. But the AWP will not be able to capitalize upon the low HP.
I love this angle out of Queens as well. Just taking a pixel and trying to give the space over to karrigan. This is really tough if you're Gaimin Gladiators. You're committed to these angles. Now there are flashbangs raining over the site. There's that angle. Icy just deletes him. And suddenly karrigan low HP. Info comp immediately that the guy's low. Have they got it? Have they got time to defuse this? Have they fumbled it? Bollical, really. If you're Cloud9, that is a really horrible round to give up. Especially when you've done all the hard bit. The easiest bit is defusing the bomb. That is a real shame, but that is a lifeline back into Inferno to keep things relatively even here for Gaimin Gladiators, and they are once more going to be. Notice how this time, the reaction out of Cloud9, it was just nades, and then they back off. Gaimin Gladiators aware, they bring over all of their players. Icy on the line, missed shot. And they go in again. boomich, full blind, tries his best. And now Heavy God, situated in sight, will only find one before being traded out. With the AWP firing off behind the smokes, you know you've got this site for free.
I've kind of been mentioning the B bomb site as one entity, so kind of including both Heavy God and boomich in that conversation. But boomich is the real issue for me right now. That's 3 rounds in a row that he has been the first player to die for Cloud9. And every single round that they have lost, it has been towards the B bomb site, and it has been boomich dying first. In all 4 of those rounds, and just particularly in the last 3, he did get 1 kill in the previous, but it was instantly traded out. And apart from that, he's been leaving Heavy God in these very difficult positions to fend for himself as a solo B defender. So it looks bad on Heavy God because of what boomich is doing.
Yeah, and also it's also a case of
Molotov comes out at the perfect time. Axel this time does not miss utility. This time sets Inters up perfectly with the MP9 up close. And Gaimin Gladiators, they do draw one back with Queenix getting a nice kill on Heavy God, who's playing an off angle with the Deagle. Bomb can be collected, and almost was, but Inters' MP9 still continuing to do good work. They know vaguely where Queenix is. Icy doesn't react in time. Can you catch him when he's coming up onto balcony? He tries to, but misses the shot. Jiggling, that's very ambitious on such low HP, and he's been brought down lower. 17 hit points. It's a 1 versus 1. This was all coming from a 1 versus 2, by the way. A 5 versus 2, rather.
Oh, Queenix sitting here. I don't know if he's going to get audio on it. No, he's not. But now he goes back and clears long. Icy's not here. Yeah, you can just wrap short. Timing will be good for Icy in terms of him coming up top brackets.
Yeah, they're not going to expect this.
But he's got one shot. He's got one opportunity, Eminem style, to clutch this up. The Queenix, I think now the penny's dropped. And this is a really smart reposition out of Queenix. Goes in towards mini pit. Icy, this adjustment has to be insane.
Oh, I don't think you expect here of all places mini pits. There's so many angles to clear, and I see, yep, wrong idea.
Need it a little bit easier to find those pockets of space in Banana.
I think Banana takes it so much easier as the T side. Just got to avoid the grenades.
Wow.
And that's exactly what they do. The grenades sail in, they don't land the mark. CLOUD9, I haven't seen one round where I feel like a grenade's done an abhorrent amount of damage. This round it was just the rifles chipping away, but ultimately 2 players full. And Inters, that Molotov didn't allow him to fall back until now. He does finally escape the clutches of the Gladiators. These Warriors, they're looking fierce, and they're looking to smite down anybody in front of them.
This is a great mid-round as well from Gaimin Gladiators, because you've gone B so much once you got this initial space, and CLOUD9 have completely gamble rotated. So the idea here is if you go B, we'll fight you. If you go A, we're saving. And they're going A.
Simply put, this is like a whole different team we're seeing from map number 1.
Agreed.
They didn't challenge whatsoever, but that same sentiment I think goes for CLOUD9, but on the opposite. Where have they gone? They've been individually falling apart, and a lot of this is stemmed from inefficient B holds from, again, I don't think it's Heavy God. I think it's Mr. Boomich over there. And well, speaking about how, oh, if they go A, we're just going to save. Guess what? They can't even do that. Niko does. Slays 2 on the outskirts. Bomb only just being put down now, so Icy he's got another 40 to 50 seconds to try and save this AWP. And look at both karrigan and Roy. They are on the hunt. They are on the prowl. But a nice first shot. It does alleviate some pressure, and it will actually give the information that there is one more player towards Banana.
Flashbang's too good.
Too good.
4 players lean A here. The Gaimin Gladiators, and that's where the bomb's heading, Freddy.
Ooh, I was really hoping the bomb was going to go B. Oh.
You tried to be quiet with it, and then Boomers just gave up. It's like, whatever. No, I don't think they did.
Yeah, okay, that's a benefit. Smoke long, I've heard that. Smoke moto, 2 flashes in. Oh, the city side just missed a smoke though. The city side tried to smoke apps and just smoked mid site. CLOUD9 now have a progression smoke onto the bomb site. Okay, here comes the flashes. Great flashes. Oh, they blind the T side. Not so great flashes. Molotov coming in too late towards pit. And Nikos is able to get 2 before he falls. Inters, though, a bit snappy with his shots. Inters, he's given them a lifeline. Given them a chance. Icy wrapping through this moto smoke. Sign that karrigan might not anticipate. But actually, you can see that his head is on a swivel. Looking in every direction, completely isolated. Icy spots him, but karrigan somehow gets the jump. Inters is not finished with this round just yet. He's hit some bangers, and he's looking for one final piece to the puzzle. Bomb collected. Plant initiated. Roy scaling, enters 3 kills already. This is the most important one now, and he can't connect. The dual Berettas, yeehaw! For that 1 versus 1 loss by trying to entry into top middle, but no, a nice double stack from the A-bomb side. Oh, Queenix on the fadeaway, man. How is nikodoz still getting?
He's got 2 more he can deploy. And he'll wait to throw them. But there is still only 1 player here. There goes the molly. Doesn't matter. Boom, it's just ahead of it. Well done. That's the bomb site. That's the round. I feel like you just saved this if you're Gaimin Gladiators. Is there hope?
Is there hope? This is when the copium starts kicking in. You're like, 1 round? Is it enough? But I suspect nikodoz won't be going any for more of those like wild peaks and long. Like, that was a very individual peak. And I suspect that they're going to rein it in a little bit now. Just playing with the idea of a rotation. He's not going to commit to it though. So we just have Roy and nikodoz left by themselves, both with a smoke. So as soon as his utility comes in, Roy just drops his smoke. They're going to have to run through this. That's exactly what they're going to be doing. Great entry, flashbang, and Roy decapitated. nikodoz on the back of the bomb site, subjugated. And Gaimin Gladiators once again lose towards B.
Yeah, this is kind of what we were saying about with CLOUD9 on their CT side. And it's... you imagine the round that you highlighted, Freddy, where you were like, Axel and Icy on A. If Axel just pushes short, he gets info. It's the same here. Once these nades fade from inters, especially the molly over at short, you got 2 players that are playing this mini pit and pit setup. Why don't you push together? Why don't you try and allow this quick rotate that Nodios was flirting with the idea of to actually happen? Instead, you remain in your setup, you don't do anything, and that allows your players to get isolated. Got to commend the utility as well from CLOUD9, because it was the entry flash that really undid everything for Roy and nikodoz.
I'm starting to worry. I am starting to worry. A good tactical pause though. If it's ever going to come in, this was the time. That AWP shot very almost hit. And Icy, if he got a kill, it would have been fine. But no, he's been double naded. And finally, Gaimin Gladiators has actually changed their default. Instead of just playing 2 towards A, they're going to be committing 3 very early on. And that double nade actually kind of should signify that. Throwing 2 grenades there early. Probably would be anticipating a 3rd there. nikodoz with the AWPers over towards B. Gaimin Gladiators not choosing to play for banana, but instead just losing their AWP. Oh, bye-bye nikodoz. That's exactly what nikodoz did to Boomich over in the first half. And right there, nikodoz gets a taste of his own medicine. He has been shut down consistently in this second half, but Roy stems the bleeding. In the meantime, though, acceleration towards the A-bomb site and Heavy God. He's looking to be the heavy hand.
That's another instance, by the way, of Axel sort of selling his life, making a almost like audacious play of breaking the smoke, taking the fight, to sort of set up his team for success. Queenix flash dodged by Heavy God. Pre-fire is ridiculous. It's a MOUZ moment for Heavy God as he just holds the spray and runs. And again, you're in this position, Gaimin Gladiators, where you've lost too much personnel. You've got to save, you've got to keep the AWP for nikodoz.
Yeah, you've got Heavy God just making space, and he does one better. He gets 2 kills. 11-9. A 2-round gap now.
That's a bit unfortunate with the way that I think it was Queenix tried to set himself up with that flashbang play, but Heavy God's entry pathing, he's always looking at the ball anyway, because typically you get a flash thrown in from a long rotate over pit. And Heavy God's already playing anti, so it doesn't really do anything to him. Adios. This shot. Boomich on banana. Oh, instantly adjusts onto Roy. Now this AWP's under pressure. Nodios.
It was all looking doom and gloom at 11-4. They're back, baby. Nikodoz's ult is surrounded by SMGs, and these SMGs are trying to have some acceleration towards Banana, but Boomich is back. He's starting to get some real damage into this game. Unfortunately, though, I don't think they've heard karrigan. Axel is going to fall because of that. Really nice take towards Banana there from Gaimin Gladiators. A missed smoke from Heavy God. I don't know what's happening with CLOUD9, but utility is not their best friend on Inferno.
God, is this the round that you win? One in which you've got MP9s as your primary resource? Double up in towards short, but if ENCE pushes this smoke, Phoenix is holding, but there could be an interesting time in here. They reset. Cloud9 are going B, and look at this over gamble. They need ENCE to come over because he's the only one that sort of can smoke with Icy. They can have a full exec. And I think this molly thrown without info from Gaimin Gladiators is a little bit of a tell to Cloud9 that, hey, we should just full exec this. They don't know where we are.
Yeah, here it comes. Full execute. Smokes blocking off both defenders. karrigan. Smoke on the boost should be blocking him out, or did it miss?
No, it landed on him.
It landed on him? Okay, yeah, so he's just going to remain there. He's playing the long con. Patience is a virtue. Oh, never mind. Heavy God, he is just waiting. ENCE has no armor. ENCE has no armor. Why does he not have any armor? Does it matter? It doesn't seem like it will. That's the first. The AWP, though, annihilates him. And Heavy God, it's his time in the limelight. A 1 versus 2. He's been spotted, and Norios will put him into the dust. Gaimin Gladiators finally break the mold.
How does he not have armor? Oh, ENCE.
It must have broken because they stayed alive for so long.
But Icy's just spamming. You even got... Look at karrigan's position. This is very prolific. Flashbang not good enough. karrigan able to get 2 kills. Maybe this is beginning of the end. If they drop the bomb, it certainly is. It's Norios that gets legged. But it's Icy that needs to get out of there.
Oh, this is it. It's doomsday. The 11th hour is calling for Cloud9. 5 rounds in a row made it look super contestable, but Gaimin Gladiators, a round where they literally just had 4 MP9s and an AWP, as I mentioned, breaks that deadlock. And it's Icy. He's had a pretty monumental clutch already in this game. A star-studded performance, one for the ages on Dust 2, but this might be a little bit out of his reach. A 1 versus 5, wielding his speciality of the big green. But as much as this kid is a honest-to-goodness wonder kid, unfortunately, there's no chance in this one. Brandon, we're going to Anubis. We're going to map 3, which was thought to be unthinkable after a 13-1 win on Dust 2 for the CIS side.
Oh. So
Might get
Roy.
a few kills.
If he kills Roy, okay.